Hey y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in. Trying to find something real quick. Um, okay, I think this was the one. Let me see.
I gotta get a fly supply.
Or, all right, y'all. So let's see. February 10th. Okay. I got what I needed. So let me try to get in here so I can see y'all comments. Um, all right. Oh, okay. It's 25 people in here. Okay, let's see who in here. Then we're going to go ahead and get into this live stream. Okay, so Diane went, hey, back to me. Hey, Yolanda's life. Hey, Kyra knows 144. Hey, PNG. Hey, Erica Davis. Hey, Lenny Montgomery. Hey, let's see. Adrian. Adrian. I hope I said that right. Hey. So hey y'all. Okay. So if y'all been following me, you know we ended up getting this EcoFlow River Pro last month. I just went back and looked because I forgot the date that I did the live stream on it. Now that live stream was done February 10th, okay, 2025. February 10th, 2025. We have done cooking with this. I think I did one or two. I did one video on cooking in the house, and I didn't have it plugged up. I just ran it off in 100% battery. I think I had charged it up.
Charge.
Huh?
I think you did one on cooking it and one on charging.
Cooking it and charging. I have to go back, y'all. But I know I haven't done much on it because I've been doing other stuff. Okay, so y'all see the title. Get ready, y'all. I'm paying attention to what France and a lot of these other people, other countries, European countries, and all this. I go deep into the prepping thing. Like when it comes to what's going on here and what we see, you also got to look at what's going on in other places, especially countries that don't like us. Okay, that don't like us. You have to look at everything that's going on. I always tell y'all, go to NY Prepper. Okay, NY Prepper give live feed, EAMs, all that type of stuff. That's the type of prepper I am. Okay, and I do believe in when they say there is sleeper cells. I do believe that there are people already over here put in place for whatever craziness they want to do. I do believe it. I don't trust anyone. When you look at some of these protests that's going on, there's a lot of foreign people already over here. They are angry. They are mad. Okay, they don't like what's going on, and that is furthermore reasons why I say prepare. So February 10th, 2025, I did a live stream on the EcoFlow. Oronde surprised me with this. But there was something else that he got with it. He ended up getting the carrying case for it and the solar panels. And guess what? Today is March 27th, 2025, and I have not used it. I have not hooked up the solar panels at all. And I always tell you, play with your stuff. I was supposed to do more cooking videos and stuff with it. Those are coming, but I have to get my garden together. I have to get Amazing Grace together. I had to make sure I had the quails and the chickens and stuff like that together. So it kind of pushed me back. I am batch recording, so y'all gonna get a lot of videos that's gonna have the same date. I always tell you that. Pay attention to the videos because They may have the same date, but they are different because I batch record, okay? And I say what date that I filmed it, so there's no confusions. That's why I put it in the videos, and I also verbally say it in a way that it can't be edited, okay? It can't be, you know, nobody can say I edited and did this, that, and the other. So that is why I do what I do, my style, and how I do it, okay? So the EcoFlow, we're about to see what's going on with this when it comes to the solar panels. I showed y'all the solar panels then. Also, a lot of you have reached out about HSN. What we got it from? HSN or QVC? It was HSN. So we got ours from HSN. You should be through with that. No, we got it last month. So what? It's like one more payment on it. And y'all know I have talked to y'all about this so many times. There's no shame in my game. Some people try to make you feel bad because you make you get stuff like through leasing and stuff like that. I have told y'all I'm a big user of AINs and Rental Center. I have everything I need now, so I don't have to go that route. But if they had a generator, I would go that route. I have looked, trust me. But we talked about it. We done talked about this a couple times. We done went live, and I tried to look at different things. Y'all gave me, I was talking about QVC. I think one of y'all is the one that said, don't forget HSN. And my granny loved QVC and HSN. So if y'all remember the live screens when we talked about that, then you will understand, okay? So, don't feel no type of way if you got to go that route. Everybody money is funny. Everything is high. Everything is high. We gonna do it. I know Oronde said that he was he told y'all back when we first showed this one that he was gonna get the big boy. I ain't gonna say what the big boy is, but the big boy is coming. So when we get that, that'll just be even more. But
so just to clarify, the big boy may not be an EcoFlow. It may be something else, but it's going to do exactly what we need it to do. That's supply the whole house in case of times when it's needed.
Yeah. And I have all 3 power stations that I have on hand at the house, and we're going to talk about that, and we're going to look at some things real quick once we get this hooked up. But first we need to go ahead and get because everything kind of intertwined. This one Oronde had got for me for a gift. It's the Pulsar power station. This one of y'all ASKDLR, she gifted me this off of my Amazon wish list, brand spanking new, okay? She bought the Jackery for me. And then Oronde, of course, just got this for us last month. If y'all saw that, the title of that is gonna be like "Get Ready." I was surprised or something like that, but it's gonna say a month ago, so y'all can go through. We went in depth even more about HSN, QVC, and getting stuff like that. So we've already covered it, but I will say we've talked about this even more in later videos. Some of the latest videos. Make sure, no matter how you get it, long as it's legal. I'm not gonna tell nobody go out there and do nothing illegal to get it. Make sure you get you some type of power source, okay? Having these smaller ones is perfect for charging phones. There are some things that, you know, like little bitty mini crock pots or heating containers and stuff that these will power. But you can keep these charged by this, because I don't have solar panels for these, but I do have one for here, but I have never used it. So that's what I want to show y'all now. Sandra Bo said most people use Flex Pay. Ain't that like the same, like Zip? It's pretty much the same. We make payments. I have told y'all that for a long time. I have the QVC.
I think it was Flex Pay.
Yeah, we make payments on stuff like that, okay? And we don't, you know, I had told y'all, I had gave y'all a scenario in that live stream about, you know, you getting it, and if something happens, then, hey, I mean, you know, go back to that live screen, okay? February 10th live screen. And you'll see more about this EcoFlow, okay, and how we got. But he got it from HSN. I think somebody had sent me they had sent me the thing and was telling me that it was on sale, but we didn't go with the one that was on sale because when we went back to HSN, it wasn't available. So I can't remember who you was, but you had got it. You had wrote it down. I know if I go back to the comments for that live stream, it'll be there. But you had told me about the bundle, and we couldn't get that bundle, okay? I just ordered another solar power fan. I'm in Florida. It can get hot. I understand that. And with these people, you know, having control over some of our energy and stuff, it's just, I mean, if you ain't paying attention to other countries and what they saying about us over here, if you're not watching the protests and how they feel about America, then you really don't fully know what we could or could not be up against, okay? I'm gonna say this, and I know people get kind of feel some type of way. It's not to scare you like I always tell you, but 2025, New Year's Eve 2025, look how that came in. And it's been event after event after event. I can't say on here what I really want to say, but something is going on, and I do believe it's the people that's already planted here. You had all them planes that just fall. Now the planes ain't falling. Now we back to fires. We went from the stuff that happened New Year's Eve, and then in New Orleans, and then the Tesla truck and all that, and then we went to the fires, and then it went to planes dropping out the sky, mainly medic planes. Dropping out the sky, dropping out the sky, dropping out the sky. Now that's kind of cool down. Now we back to fires. No. All this, and it's just not. It's just March 2025, and they're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna tell you. It's a lot of information we would never know. That's what we gotta use our common sense, okay, and make sure that we are prepping and doing what we gotta do. But let's go ahead, and I told y'all I was gonna do it. I didn't know when I was gonna do it, but I told you it was coming, okay? A lot of more things that I done told you is coming, is still coming. I just been kind of behind, okay? So get it the way you get it. I always have told y'all that. Get it the way you can get it, as long as it's legal. I never tell you to do something illegal, okay? But I've been open with y'all. I am a very transparent person. I'm transparent as much as I can, because Oronde is not like that, okay? So as much as I can, if it involves him or whatnot. And at first I wasn't. I'm just kind of like, okay, well, I do it to a certain extent that I can. But I'm very transparent. I'm very, you know, low key. I don't care. I understand that life is life, all right? Everybody's situation is different. So as for me, I've talked to y'all, a couple of years back, what was that I was leasing, and I had some people that were saying, oh, you shouldn't be leasing this, that. It was something dealing with the garden. What was that? It was something dealing with the garden.
I know they said that about the refrigerator.
I know they said about my refrigerator. I want, and it's almost paid for. So it is what it is. And it was brand spanking new, never had been leased to nobody. Heck yeah, I'm gonna take that, and I ain't gotta pay $3,000 up front. It's almost done, but it was something else. Cause somebody was trying to bash me about the leasing thing or whatnot. Look, do what you gotta do. Do what you got to do, okay? It was, can't remember what, it wasn't a generator. But it was something. Huh?
It was for the garden?
Yeah, I think it was for the garden. Because it was a garden person that did it.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
But it was something I was leasing. It was something I was telling people to, it wasn't a table. Cause those of you that know I did the table too. It was something. I can't remember what it was. It was something though. But either way it go, y'all, do it either way. And like Sandra, I think FlexPay is probably the same like payment. Like you have what, Zip Express, you have Climber, Affirm, Karma,
I think FlexPay. And then
yeah,
there's like a couple
you
that's
have different
not
ones.
available in the US yet.
Yeah, I don't even know which one we use for HSE and for that one.
I think it's FlexPay. It's like they own
in-house thing.
in-house
Okay.
thing.
Can we say Doge? And on that note, Lenny, let me get these solar panels. Because you said a lot when you said that. Exactly. So, as you can see, still have not tried it. And I'm excited about trying this. And this is another reason why I say, when you are doing, when you are getting power station and stuff with solar panels, make it work. I did the video the other day about the Mylar bags, and you don't want to have to use all your power, because as we know, this can power up a refrigerator. I don't want to use this for a refrigerator for days and days that I may be out of power, when I can use this for cooking. Okay, so storing a lot of dry goods and stuff in Mylar bags to go 10, 20 plus years, that's a win-win situation for me. Because even though I have stuff that I may lose in the refrigerator, if I power it up, I'm only going to go about 2 or 3 days. And that's constantly having the solar panel on it and trying to keep it cold as possible. After that, whatever spoils and I can't use it, because I need this power for something else, you know? So that is why I'm doing things the way I'm doing it. Because I'm trying to look at, see, this is the thing. People see Gaza and see all them other countries and things going on, and they so on the fact of that could never happen over here. That could never happen. That could never happen. You don't know. You don't know what people are thinking. You don't know who's already over here. They're not going to tell you every single thing. It's best to be safe than sorry, okay? That's like putting your life and your family life in the hands of man. And we know man is imperfect, right? Imperfect humans. But you will not prepare at all costs whatever you're able to do. And you'll put pray and prep, okay? Pray and prep. And protect. And y'all know what I mean by protect. That's part of prep, okay? But don't show your protection. Don't do that one. But that's what you gotta do. Or what? All right, so I got the solar panels. Look, y'all, it still got the daggone because I haven't had a chance to open it, okay? All right. So what's this? 800 surge up to 1600. All right, I'm gonna need his help with this one. So I chose right here because Son is right here. All right.
I'm gonna flip it. We're recording on this side.
We're gonna see if we can get
Angle it some.
bring them down some so they can see what we're doing. Take it up. Use the handle and bring it down. Perfect. All right, y'all. So for the video purposes, for this live stream, trying to have it like right the sun on it.
It's on it, but angle. They say you want an angle.
Yeah.
To where the sun gets more of the panels.
And I got this hose pipe right here.
Construction purposes, it should.
Yeah, we just trying to, you know, I told you I was going to get this done. And I know the next couple of days, like today's high posting at 64, it's hot. Okay, the sun is beaming, but we're going to be in the 70s. And I got a lot of garden stuff and I got a lot to do, okay? So we got that right there, that right there. All right. So now we're going to do this. And check out, y'all, QVC and stuff. Check it out. Because you're going to need it. making some sounds. Oh, that's you. Okay, let's see if we can get some juices going in here. Let's see. Just petty. Who cares if you lease or not? How can you get it? I did a firm and I make good money as an RN. I just didn't want to pay. Exactly, Betsy McMahon. Look, for years, I have been letting y'all know. Like I say, I'm very transparent. I don't care what nobody say because I lease some. Man, please. My living room suite, and I've shared this with y'all. It was years ago. That's like a been paid off. Been paid off. The new refrigerator, the brand new refrigerator, almost done paid off. Our surround system, it's so many things I don't want to go and pay all that up front. I'm not trying to live as if we are above our means. I don't live like that. I don't live above my means. We could do it, but it's more things we need to do, you know. It's more things that we need to put in play. And if I can, you know, do that, it's fine. That's why I'm telling you, go get it. Okay? I got to pull that back up. I cannot remember who it was though. That was putting the deals things in for it. Let's see. How do you power those in cooler climates? Well, I mean, you'll have to, if you're using a solar panel, do the solar panel power go in the wall?
This one,
not on this one, but I mean, cooler climate, it don't go off the heat, it go off the sun.
The gist of it is, you want the sun rays. So like, places that's tropical that gets a lot of storms and things of that nature, they will run into an issue of powering it solar wise. But as long as you can get some sun to it that's consistent, it should help power, or it should send power back to whatever you have it connected to. So again, like now the sun is kind of facing directly at us, so you kind of got to gauge where you're at, where the sun comes out, when it goes down, when you're positioning your panels. And sometimes you may even have to, you may set them up in one place at one time and turn around an hour or two later, have to go out there and reposition it as the sun continues to move. So you just got to play it by ear, or play it by feel, play it by sight, depending on how much sun you're getting. The gist of the solar panels is, again, the sun. The sun is what's going to power it, and it's going to send the power back to whatever source you have it connected to.
Y'all, the socks of the day is Tom and Jerry, okay? So I'm doing the socks of the day. Y'all know I like my decorative socks and stuff. So the socks of the day is Tom and Jerry. If y'all ain't went to Dollar Tree, I posted it in my community tab the other day, and y'all like decorative socks and colors like I do, you better go get you some socks. They got low top ones. I got all type. All type ones. The kids is like, yeah, they cute, but they didn't want none like that. So I said, hey, it is what it is. I like it. So that is, I'm gonna try to remember to give y'all the sock of the day in my videos, okay? All right, so oops, wait, let me unplug this from here. I think I got it right. So I just unplugged it. It was at, can they see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they may not see the numbers clearly, but
okay, so it's at 37%. Okay, there's no input, no output going in it. So we're gonna plug this up to the solar panels and see if, I can't even see around it now, and see if we can get an input, see if it's going to. And these are things you need to know, because if you buy this stuff and you don't play with it, you don't learn how to work it, see what kinks or whatnot is in it, if something happens, then you ain't gonna know what you're doing. You need to be able to go straight into it, okay? So let me see. I guess we're gonna give it a minute and see, because right now it's not saying that it's getting any there's no input coming in. Okay, so we're gonna give it a minute, even if I may have to prop this on me. Huh?
Getting that should be better.
Try to prop it. Now normally I'll have it on a table or something, but like I say, so while we trying to figure out if this gonna get an input, if it's gonna charge, I got these two right here as smaller power stations to show you. Okay, it's doing something.
That top number.
Okay, we got an input of 60 when we laid it back a little bit. So that's that slant that they talking about. So we got an input right now of 60 watts. Okay, so it was at 37% charged. Okay, now it's moving. It's going back and forth. It's doing something. It's charging. We know that. Okay, wait. It did some numbers, then it went to 0. And it's done stopped. So we're gonna see. We're gonna give it a minute. So until it figure out what it's doing. Now it's going back up. It started back. So these right here in an emergency situation, my thing would be, like I said, it's a method to all this. More, I could use this for heating up water for a bath. I can use this to cook with, different things, and keep it charged. Now this is what grid is down. There is no power, no electricity. Okay, I can put this outside if it's sunny and charge this generator. All right, use this generator to charge these power stations. Okay, if the grid down, I don't think we're gonna be using no cell phones. You ain't gonna be able to use no cell phones. But smaller stuff that these two power stations will use will take the burden off in this one. Okay, slant it a little bit. The good thing is, because like I said, we hadn't used our solar panels yet. We hadn't got around to trying. Yeah, we know it's working. That's the main thing. We know it's working. We just got to figure out how this particular one actually works when it comes to this. But like I was saying, keeping these two charged up with this and using, okay, and then use it's a win-win situation. It really like a rotating, like you're rotating. Let me see. These are good to run your deep freezers too. Yes, Tasha. We did the research on this one. We can run a deep freezer and our refrigerator on it. But like I was saying, just let me give y'all a good scenario. Okay, let's do a scenario right quick. Y'all know I like doing scenarios. I haven't done that in a while. But me and my son at night when we be watching NY Prepper, we be back there. It be late, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning or whatnot. Sometimes Oronde be in the garage smoking his cigars. He have his time in the garage with his cigars every night. So me and the kids, we get back there and we be into, and let me tell you, if y'all ain't watching Kylie Prepping Vlog, Kylie Prepping in Life, I've been posting. I haven't posted in it recently because I'm trying to let her build up to, not completely off me, so she can get the style and the audience she's trying to get. But Kylie is prepping. She does have a prepping channel. She changed her channel to prepping, so y'all go check out Kylie. But we be in NY Prepper Live, and sometimes we'll do this. Okay, so y'all follow me on this. Say you just, you at home, you this. Marcus Ferris, okay. Say you at home, okay, and you chilling, you just a normal day, and you just hear everything just go out, just go off, and you like, what, okay, what's going on? Then you may hear some of your neighbors or some chatter or something like that, and they saying, such and such happened, the grid is down, ain't gonna be no power, they have done this, that, and the other. It can happen. Say that happened. In your mind, that moment, your mind, what is going to be your plan? What is going to be your plan? That happens, what's going to be your plan? Okay, you got your generators. And we just say you don't have to have like no insulin or nothing like that that needs to stay cold, because that will be your first thing. But if you don't have nothing like that, it's okay. This didn't happen. You already knowing it ain't looking good. You ain't gonna be no power for a while. Do I go and plug up my refrigerator and my deep freezer? No. You know why? If anything, I take some stuff out of my refrigerator and put it in my deep freezer real quick and let it down. But guess what? Your deep freezer should already have bags of ice. 5-pound bags of ice. Your deep freezer should already have that in there. That's going to buy you, with the lid down, a couple days, maybe a week, of keeping that stuff cold and where it needs to be. After about a week and you ain't been able to cook that stuff up, then so let's just say you start trying to cook your stuff up. You pull out your charcoals, because you should have your grill and all that. You cook up stuff. When you cook that up, how are you going to keep it cold? You already, got a lot going on. You ain't trying to use this for that, because you already know it's going to be a long time before you have power again. So me, I'm going to say, okay, if we cook this meat up, either you're going to try to eat this meat or you going to dehydrate it. Some people can dehydrate outside. I'm not saying it's the safest thing. I don't know, because I ain't never done it. Okay. Growing up, it was smokers. Okay. My family had smokers. Pit smoke things, like when it did it on its own. Like you use the sun, like solar type thing, but it wasn't called solar then. Okay. So, and that's learning from my grandma's. My grandma used to tell me about what her dad used to do with the pit and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say, okay, if we supposed to have sun, if it's sunny or whatnot, you can try to pull out your dehydrator. Try to put your dehydrator on this and dehydrate as much as you can. Because once you dehydrate it, now it's in a dry state. Some of you got freeze dryers. Depending on how much your power station can take, you may be able to use your freeze dryer. It's going to go in the mode for me. It's drying out as much stuff as I can safely. Because that's going to be the way for me to have stuff that I only need to rehydrate it back with water. Okay? That's where you need to have a lot of water on hand. You need to take a bath. You need to use water for cooking. You need water for a whole lot of things. So it's never a time where you don't have too much water. Okay? That's the way I'm going to go about it. What I lose in that deep freezer after a couple of days of no power, it's gone. But now I need meat. If I don't have canned meat, I need meat now. If I got canned meat, I got animals out here. All right? I got animals out here. Now, would it be smart for me to butcher all them animals at one time to stock up? No. I need to keep fresh animals and a rotation of breeding animals, so I can, when I go out there and I butcher him, he's fresh. He don't need to be refrigerated. It's 5 of us in this house. Quails. We can get 5 quails. Butcher them on the spot. Cook them on the spot. All right, I got more that's how you're rotating. That's how I plan on rotating. If I don't have to bug out and leave and you have to stay, I really do think it's not going to be too many people bugging out, but I believe it's going to be something where you have to shelter in place. Where you are, your home is going to be, that's my thoughts. I think it's going to be more of a shelter in place. You're going to have to protect your home, where you at, and that's just how I feel. But still, you need to be prepared for if you have to leave. Okay, 6?
5:15.
Okay.
We need to be there.
Okay. All right. All right, y'all. We got something to do. I ain't gonna be on here too much long. I'm just giving y'all the scenario. I'm just giving y'all a scenario. So you can go that route if you want. Me, I'm not gonna try to use, if I know it's gonna be something where we out of power for a long time, I'm not going to try to use my generator to power up my refrigerator or my deep freezer. Just not gonna do it. That is power that I need to try to keep as much of, so if the sun is not out on one of these days, you know, and there are things that can happen that will cause the sun not to be out, depending on what the situation is. All right, so that is my thing for it. Powering up, charging up these things, and using this thing only when needed. That's where your can lights, your flashlights, your batteries, all that stuff come in handy, because now this is your power. This is your electricity. You want to keep this as much as possible. You don't want to use this and use it just because you got it, because it may be a day where it's not as sunny and you can't charge it with your solar panel. So you have to plan it out. So yes, it can power up a deep freezer, it can power up a refrigerator, but I'm not using it for that. Not when I know it's gonna be a long-term situation. So I'm just not gonna do it for that. You have to have a plan for you and your family, your household. You have to have a plan for it, okay? The order that you think, now, everything may not go as planned, but at least you have it written down where you can, you know, go in and out, substitute, change up something, depending on the reason, okay? But you gotta have some type of plan. That's gonna be the last thing. My thing is gonna be having power to cook a little something. Gonna have one or two little machines that ain't gonna take enough power, a lot of power. I talked to y'all about the mini crock pots. I think in that live stream when we did this February 10th live stream, that's the one we tried to do, the crock pot, wasn't it? Yeah. No. Hold up.
No, the crock pot.
No, we tried to do it on the small ones.
No, we tried it on both, I believe. It worked on one and then it overpowered
on another one.
The other one.
But we didn't try it on this one until we did the cooking one in the kitchen. In the kitchen when I did the breakfast with this one, okay? So we know that even the mini crock pot, the mini rice cooker, that's what it was, it can't take these two, okay? But there's a lot of more things that we can use. Let me tell you, I have you'll go get the fan. Oronde bought me it's supposed to be for the garage, or if I'm in the greenhouse or my little thing. It's a USB, and I think I showed it to y'all, but it's a USB fan. Now, both of these powers up that fan, okay? And I'll show you here in a minute. Both of these powers up that fan. No, I haven't used a solar cooker, but now you got me thinking about, okay, I want to get one and try it. Let me see. Never holds the charge. Mine do. Kanata. I can't say your name. But okay, let me show you this. It gets hot. Somebody just had said about Florida. Okay. So this is what he had got me. I told you I'm a different type of female. I like all the technical type stuff. I like all the prepping stuff, okay? Miss me with candy and flowers. I'll take flowers, but miss me with that. If you're going to give me something like this. This is what he had got me last year. And was this solar? No, it's not solar. It's not solar, but I thought it was USB. Yeah, I can add a USB. Hold up for a sec. No, because I had it. Yeah, USB right here. So turn around so they can see. Because I normally don't use the card for it. If I'm in the garage or something, I know I'll be using this when I go to start seeds. I use the USB. I got one right here. Because the other one in the house. Let's see if it'll even take it. My pulsar, I'm gonna use the USB port so y'all can see. Okay, you're gonna put it in. All right. So I'm gonna use my pulser. And there we go. And I run that on this small generator. It's hooked to this generator through USB. Okay? And I run that fan, or this is the card for if you want to plug it in the wall. But what you doing? Oh, he's speeding it up. So this is what I use in my garage when I'm sitting doing seeds and stuff. I just bring this small generator out. This jackery will do the same thing, but the problem is I need the USB that's on both ends for this. This pulser has the little 3A USB in, so that's why I use it with this one. And I ain't using no power. I'm not using no house power. As long as, and it lasts a long time. Did you cut it off? I don't know if I did something. I pulled the thing. There. So it lasts a long time. So little things like this help you in an emergency situation. Those of you that's in Florida, it get hot. I get it. Get you one of these. I've had this for what, coming up on a year now, and I ain't got no problem with it. I don't have no problem with this. Comes with a wall charger, but you have a USB. This small generator, I think this is a 300-watt generator, and it powers that for hours and days. I have had that thing running for a whole 24 hours, and this generator did not go down. Did not go down. Okay? So those little things like that, I'm gonna cut it off now. Those little things like that, and like I say, it charges it with no problem. Those are little things you can have. That's why I want to keep my power to this. I want to keep my power to this, to use it for things like that, not for food, because I'm looking at, you know, there's other means, because you can run it, but look at how much power you're going to use. And think about it. You have a day where it's not a lot of sun. You powering up your refrigerator or your deep freezer, and then when it run out of juice and there is no more, you gotta wait for it to charge up. But your refrigerator and stuff, that stuff is going from different temperatures. So that's why I have the plan that I have. Okay. Sandra, I got you. And that's why I say everybody's situation is different. Everybody's plan will be different. But does it mean that you're wrong? No. Everybody's situation is different. Let me see. Because I can't be on here long. But let's see. Right now, so this thing is going from different outputs. Right now, it says it's putting in 11 watt input. I said output. 11 watt input. And I think it's because the sun is like going in and coming out. It's not as bright as it was. So the input is definitely lower, okay? The input is definitely lower. But in an emergency situation, and that's what I'm telling you, you going off in the sun. You going off the weather when you are having solar panels and stuff. That depends on the weather with that type of stuff. So depending on where you at, how the weather is, it may take it. One day, it may charge this thing up in a couple of hours. The next day, if the weather ain't so good, it may charge it up. It may take a whole day to charge it up. So utilizing your energy when you have it will be very, very important, okay? HSN has chargeable fans that size. Sandra Ball said HSN. Sandra, was you the one in February that was, I think, emailed me or either left a message and was telling me about the bundle, but you had it mixed up and then you sent me the other bundle for HSN? Was that you or was that somebody else? Sandra said that it has the chargeable fans, and see, depending on how much they are, I'll make some payments on it. I'll make payments on it. Hey, Sea Breeze. Let's see. Freeze dryer takes a lot of watts and time and will drain your backup generator. Freeze dryers require exactly, Sojourner. That's why I said that's for if people want to. If people want to, okay. So you got some people that probably would do that. They probably would. Now this the kicker. You got a freeze dryer and you got a generator that can take it and can get the job done. If we go down where there is no power or nothing, and you got stuff in your fridge and your freezer that can be dried, that you can make jerky and stuff like that, meat jerky, I say take the first couple of days and start drying out your meat. If you are experienced in that, because you got to be experienced to do that. But then if you don't have your Mylar bags and stuff, you drying out all that meat, you're gonna need a proper way to store that, because now you just turned that in jerky and stuff. You're gonna need a proper way to store that. So when you get one thing, you need this thing, you need that thing, you need that. That is the life of a prepper, okay? It's always something. You gotta have your plan. You gotta know what you're doing. You got to know. When I say what you're doing, we all still learning. I mean, gotta know what you're doing for yourself in your household. Everybody's situation will be different.
Let me touch on one thing.
So Oronde gonna take the flow on something. You about to get low.
Yeah. With the solar panels, something that you should look at is if you can see the solar panel, or you can see the sun is coming this way.
Yeah.
But another thing you need to look at, our backyard is tree filled all the way around, and then our neighbor's yard has a couple of big trees in it that once the leaves come on it, that's going to affect the sunlight coming in. So what you want to do is, which I probably do here later on, is get a longer cord. Reason you're going to want a longer cord is you may have to mount this higher. I mean, in certain situations, you're not going to want to have it in the front yard on full display, because people are people. So something like having a longer cord where you can mount it to the roof in the backyard and expand your opportunity to get as much sunlight as you can, that is going to help you. So you want to look into all those things, because when I'm looking at it, I'm literally seeing that, yes, we're getting sun, but we want direct sun. Right now it's coming through the trees, so you're not getting it to its full effect. So what in a situation we would do is take it, get a longer cord, mount it to the roof. That way you can expand the amount of sun and the time of sun you're getting. So that itself will help power this up in a situation where you're trying to be discreet.
Hello PNG, I'm learning a lot. Marcus Ferris. Tarsha said we need survival books too. I've showed this, so some of you probably have missed it. Okay, take it up that time. I got that book, and I'm gonna have to get a couple more to put in each one of our bug out bags. That book right there, it's more books out there, but that is one that is the truth. Okay, I got that book from Ollie's. If y'all got an Ollie's or a discount store or something like that, I'm pretty sure like Barnes and Nobles and stuff like that, they have them. But I had showed it to y'all a couple of months ago, okay? But it was in one of my vlogs, so you probably missed it. That right there, that book right there, and I paid $3.99 for this book. This book gives you so many scenarios, so much information on things to do, and it's good to have on hand, okay? First aid kit, and it's a reason why these books and things are put out there. All right, there's a reason why. Only some people is gonna understand it and get it, and other ones that don't, then, you know, those are going to be the ones that want to come and take and everything like that. Like I always say, someone is always watching, so you have to be smart and vigilant about everything you do. Exactly, Yolanda's life. Soldier says, during a grid down situation, there may be looting, so be safe. And use solar generators so you will not bring attention to your location. Keeping cooking odors and you know what? That goes back to what I have mentioned that a couple times in the sense of why I try to show y'all to cook with tea light candles. That has been one of the main things on, I used to have a lot of grid down videos when it comes to cooking. You don't want people to be smelling you in the backyard grilling chicken or frying up bacon or something. Yes, it does take longer. It does take longer. But if you at home, you can't go nowhere, you trying to survive, you'll get up early enough. If it's going to take you 2 hours to cook some rice, then you might want to get up and put that on 2 hours. That's fine. And like somebody I'll never forget this. This lady said that one of my grid down videos about cooking with tea lights helped her daughter when they had that storm. Not that storm, yeah, it was an snowstorm. 2020, the snowstorm that hit Mississippi and Texas areas. She said her daughter had just had a baby and was home and could not heat up the baby's milk. And I did that tea light candle video, and she was able to use what she had at home, use the tea light candle, and heat up the baby's milk. I mean, I'll never forget that. I'm like, my little video was right on time. It was right on time. That is why. And you know what the crazy thing is about it? I got a message the other night on one of my tea light candles. Some man got a message talking about such a waste. I ain't even touched the message because I'm not wasting my time with nonsense. So me cooking with tea light candles, my grid down video with the tea light candles, he come in and said such a waste. On a video that was done 3 years ago, let those people say whatever they want to say. That video helped a lady with a newborn baby, okay? She was able to, because she said she sent it to her daughter, and her daughter was able to use, the candles she had at home and heat up the baby's milk. You don't know what situation you may be in. Nothing is wrong with that. What, I cooked eggs and rice and stuff using tea lights.
Meal.
Yeah, type in Mississippi Girl Life grid down cooking with tea lights, and it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. I have showed you how to cook with Crisco cans. You gotta be careful because that's a fire hazard. We don't need no more fires. We don't need nobody getting burned or none of that. That's my little disclaimer. I'm telling you to do it with cautious. But Crisco cans, them Lord cans, and a wick, that's a candle. That's a candle. I have videos on there, and I try to put them in my community tab account because they own down. But just type it in, and tea light candles was really cheap when I did the video.
What?
Miraculously, a couple weeks after I did that video, tea light candles went sky high. And I say sky high from what they was. Now, I'm not saying it was my video and people started buying tea light candles and they took the price up, but the prices did go up on them, okay? But you got to know how to do things in different ways. Going to start at the beginning saying hello. Hey, Mel, thank you. Christy L, good afternoon. MGL and Chad, good afternoon. So, y'all, we got this one down. I promised y'all that I was going to do it. Just getting a chance to do it. I do have to get off in here and go get something done. They also have solar charge radios that charges by the sun. It looks like the one, oh baby, mine is solar. Then we find out my hand crank radio, it's solar. It's solar. I can charge it out. So yes. That was another reason why I showed you the hand. And I do have more videos that's coming out on batch recording today. I've been posting batch recording a couple days. I got hauls that was done like 13th, 14th that I have not videoed because I was focused on Amazing Grace Garden, okay? I have videos to edit for that channel. So I do have a lot of more communication videos that's coming out for y'all. like the hand crank radio. We did one of our CB, not CB, our walkie talkies. Well, Oronde has been busy with and like I told y'all, you know, I take anything that I can get towards the prepping thing, you know. So do what you can, okay? We try to find things on sale and on a budget, okay? On sale and on a budget. We work our tail off when we doing DoorDash and stuff. It's not for our our everyday needs. It's for us to go out there, work our tail off, and get our prepping stuff, get a little odds and ends and stuff. We still work, whether you DoorDash, Uber Eats, don't let nobody try to share. We choose to do that. We choose to do that so we can get these things right here, you know, different things. So we working, you know, we working to get it, because this is something I believe in deeply. Oronde has been getting on board. Y'all know that. But I'm still the one up that's like, okay, gotta do this, 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 gotta do this. So I say I take what I can take, you know, what I can get, okay? So my head is still going. Sometimes to where I just pass out on the couch or on the bed or something, just like, whew, gotta do this. And I keep a list of different videos I have to do, and I'm in the process of just checking them off. I know the next couple of days, almost 2 weeks, seem like it's gonna be good weather, so I'm gonna be in the garden a lot. So I say I gotta do a lot of batch recordings, okay? Batch recordings, so I can have the footage for you, because that's what's been happening. Y'all been saying, where y'all been? Why y'all ain't been putting up? Y'all know I'm one that put up. I always have, since I've been on here, mainly put up daily. Sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And I see y'all messages, but I've been busy. If you ain't on Amazing Grace Garden, go to Amazing Grace Garden. Okay? Go over there to Amazing Grace Garden. If you're not subscribed to Amazing Grace Garden, okay? Because when you start seeing my harvests and stuff, which I got one coming up, I gotta do. I got to plant my beans and stuff. Go to Amazing Grace Garden if you want to see how I grow food, okay? Because I'm not doing gardening over here no more. A lot of y'all is saying, I see your message where you say you waiting on the gardening. And some people has been going to say, I didn't know you had a second channel. Yeah, I only... I got another way I'm going to advertise it, okay? I do have a garden channel now. It's to keep things from being sold, because this is a variety channel over here. So with that being said, though, because we got to get out of here, got to go handle something. I missed the begging. Oh, and I think you're saying the beginning of the video. Can you please put the solar bank in the description? The solar bank. Are you saying the solar panels or the generator? I know we got it from HSN. This is what I want y'all to do. February 10th, 2025. Live stream. It's gonna say, you're gonna see a picture of me and Oronde face, and it's go to my channel, okay? Go to lives. Stroll down. You're gonna see a picture. It's gonna say a month ago. A picture is the thumbnail is a picture of me and Oronde, and it say get ready, right up above our heads on the thumbnail. That one is where we gave information about this and the payment plan and stuff like that. We gave that information for this because I don't have a link, because HSN probably have different deals now. But QVC and HSN is what we use for our power, for this power station, okay? So there's different other ones that you can do plans and stuff on. Go for it. But for this particular one, he bought the bundle. It came with the EcoFlow. This is the EcoFlow River Pro. I don't know if it said Pro 2 or something. I have to get my thing, but it came. He bought the whole bundle: the solar panels, the carrying case bag for it, and all that. So I don't have a link. Just go to HSN, type in generators. I'm trying to get everybody to, you know, get what they need. Go there and type in generators, okay? She said for the generator.
Yeah, type in solar generator. The thing about HSN, QVC, all that good stuff is you gotta. The trick I do is I take it and I put it. I'll go find one that I'm looking into, and I put it in the cart, and I leave it in the cart, and every day I'll go back on it and see because the prices change. They do sell so often. It's crazy. And what it's spring. We're gonna be coming into hurricane season, so some places I need it more than others, so they may go back on sale. Also, another thing to do is go on
Hold on,
Amazon.
give me 1 second. You can hint on this because we gotta go. I know we gotta go. Sandra said your credit does not matter. I think she's asking. It
No.
don't go off credit checks. It don't go off credit checks. A lot of them things you. Let me see. No, some of them do.
Some do.
Your
HSN
income.
don't. It's like they have a little weird thing. The basic thing is a lot of them. What they do is they start you off with like a low amount. So say, you go on there and they say, okay, we're gonna cap you at $400. You get something. The trick is don't max that out. Get something at like $50. Buy something small. It's gonna give you like 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on the amount it is, payments. Do 2 to 3 months of paying on time and then pay it off. And then buy something else. Right? The key is what I'll tell you is right when you're about to pay that first item off, try and purchase something else small so that they can get that credit door evolving on you. Go 2 to 3 months and then pay it off. And what it's going to do is afterwards it'll expand your what they will offer you, and then you can go after your bigger items. That's just a trick, but a lot of them little places that go off that doesn't go off your credit score, they just give you like a small amount that they'll allot you, and then you just go 2 payments of paying on time, and then on that 3rd payment pay it off. But right before you pay it off, purchase something else for a small amount and just keep that going until you can see your credit door expanding.
For their little finance thing. And also I think your income amount too, when it asks you for that, I think don't they like verify like their little system thing?
Some of them
because some people say they make $1 million.
Yeah, some of them have you load your bank account to it so that they can verify.
They can see the deposits that goes in. Because anybody can go and say they make this amount a month and get some and don't even pay for it or something. So, but it's not completely based off like a hard credit thing. Some of them don't do no credit at all. Don't check no credit at all. So it depends on which ones you go with, okay? Put in your wish list card. I will empty after. No, exactly. Put it in your wish list. Cart will empty after 2 hours on QVC. That is smart. They run sales, 5 flex pays, free shipping, watch and wait. Yes, Lenny. Yes, Lenny. And I think that's what he did. You had explained that in that when we showed this, had explained that in that video. So I can't get all the specs because it's been a month ago, okay? And like I say, this is our first time. We definitely gonna have to come back probably tomorrow. We'll probably come back with another live on this because it's easier than just filming it, because that'll be a lot when the sun is out even more. But this was on my, I have to, like I say, I'm checking off. So I'm checking off as I go to try to stay on top of things. And so I'm trying to stay on schedule, because if I don't stay on schedule with this, I'm gonna get far behind, okay? So I don't want to drag it. And it has a little weight to it, y'all. So we'll probably come back on tomorrow when we can have it out even longer and don't have to be nowhere. And which way? And don't have to and I will say, I think some people had asked in that video, I have told you, but I'll tell you again, this generator is 17 pounds, a little over 17 pounds toting it. So that gives you an idea too of the weight on it, because I know that was a question, okay? But y'all, we're gonna go and get off of here because we literally have to be somewhere really quick. Like I say, always on the go, always on the move, grinding, hustling in the right way, of course. I even got the EcoFlow cooler freezer battery, $300 by itself. Got you, Sojourner. It's so much that's on my little wish list. We doing it a little bit at a time. I have been saying I want for years now. For years now, I want the refrigerator for van lifers. Remember I was saying I'll be watching the van life, and I've been saying I want, so let me just go ahead and look at Oronde and say, for years now, I've been wanting that. Don't we have an anniversary coming up this summer? You know, yeah, the refrigerator, y'all, that you put in that like run off the USB and stuff like that. I see that in my future. Okay. But y'all, we're gonna go and get off of here. I hope this was informational. I hope y'all was able to learn, and we didn't even get a chance to talk about this. This is another power bank that I have that can charge little small stuff or whatnot. I need to see if it's gonna charge that thing. But I have so many little sources. The hand crank radio is solar power. So that's where we are at. So I have so much that's coming that hopefully will help you. If you see me review it and work on it, that hopefully that'll be able to, you'll be able to see if that's something that will work for you. That's the whole point, okay? So with that being said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get off in here. I gotta go somewhere. Thank all y'all for coming in. We appreciate it so much. HSN and QVC has no limits with their payment plans as long as you have the down payment. No cap on anything on these shopping channels. Huh? You know what she's saying? She said no limits.
Yeah, she's basically saying they're not like some of the other ones that cap you, like they start you off at a low amount. So basically, as long as you can make that first payment, you can get.
Yeah, because we don't went through some of them that they cap you off. So did you even look into that when you did the HSN, or you just knew that you wanted that one? He knew that he wanted that one, but there are some that they will cap you. They will literally, some of the flex play ones, I know a firm one is one. They will cap you at a certain limit. So that'd be like, okay, you was approved for, pre-approved for $500 limit. So you got so many different ones. But he said for HSN, for that particular one, he knew he wanted that. And my granny, she shopped HSN and QVC, like it was no tomorrow, okay? It was, yes. So she didn't worry about no limit or nothing like that. 9 times out of 10, my uncle was the one like ordering it or whatnot. After she said, you know, what she wanted and this, that, and the other. And yeah, exactly right there. I'm not playing. Everyone can get, and the rest be faithful. You're so welcome, Deborah Gills. So with that being said, y'all, we're gonna get off of here. Thank y'all for coming in. We appreciate it so much. Expect videos. I'm gonna put it in my thing. I did come up with a new schedule I'm gonna try to stick with. Expect videos about, I don't know if I'm gonna do 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. but 7 a.m. and then again at I'm looking at probably about 3 p.m. okay? So I'm trying to go back to when I used to put up like the 2 videos a day or whatnot over here. So I'm just trying to get a schedule. I've been trying to work on scheduling. Y'all that's been with me know that, and they kind of fell through, so trying to work that out. But let me get over here. Love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Stay safe, stay prayed up, and prayer.